Ronaldo to me, Ronaldo! It's one of the great Old Trafford comebacks. Astonishing!
Brighton 0, Manchester United 3, and the first half performance was a dreadful first half. We came out the blocks, the first 10 minutes we looked good. We looked comfortable on the ball, we looked like we knew what we were doing. But after the first 10 minutes, it was just dreadful. We allowed Brighton to get on the ball, and one thing about Brighton, you can see that they are a well-coached team. Their players are poor, they got very poor players, but their coaching system is extremely good because they're getting the best out of all those players, and you can see they're a team that is very good on the ball. They know where each other is on the pitch. They know exactly where their teammates are. They know when to play 1 and 2 touch football. They're playing out from the back from the keeper is so good. They're so calm. And so that's Brighton. Their players are poor, but their coaching is so good. And they are a well-coached team. And we allowed them to get on the ball after the first 10 minutes, which made it difficult for us. However, they never ever tested our keeper. From the first minute, okay, he made one outstanding save, but that was it. What we saw today with regards to certain players, I think this is confirmation for us that they should not be at Manchester United. I've always said it. I've always said Daniel James should not be at Manchester United. There's no way Manchester United, the biggest club in England, should be looking in the Championship for players. And that's what happened in Daniel James. And when we first signed him, I always said that should never be the case. And it's not like he was doing magnificent things in the Championship. He had average statistics in the Championship. It was another thing if Daniel James was scoring 20 goals and assisting 20 times. Then you can say, you know what, there might be a player there. Let us look into it. He didn't do that. His numbers were bang average. We only signed him because of Ryan Giggs' recommendation. And so I think this proves to us that we should never listen to Ryan Giggs ever again. So Daniel James, you saw today that he really needs to go to Leeds. There's rumors that Leeds want him on loan. I would personally sell him to Leeds, but any which way, he just needs to get out of Manchester United. Even if it's a loan, let him go to Leeds. Let him get first team football. Let him get starting 11 football and build himself from there, because the boy is not good enough. You saw today, he's not good enough. The only thing that Daniel James got is his speed. He's extremely fast, but even that we are not seeing it in games anymore. I never see his speed not once in this game. So his decision making, there's so much wrong with Daniel James. He's not at the level of Manchester United. He should have never been at the club in the first place. So I think it's best for him to go to Leeds on loan. So we saw that today, that confirmed that. Another thing was Ighalo. Ighalo's honeymoon period is over. There's a reason why all the fans and even the pundits were against Ighalo coming to Manchester United. He was never Manchester United quality. When he came to us, he had that honeymoon period, that new player bounce where it was looking good for him. All of a sudden now, I think he played 2 games so far that he started, and look at the performances. They've been atrocious. Today against Brighton, he was poor. His hold-up play was poor. He done nothing for us. And I honestly don't understand how Manchester United gave him a contract until January. I don't understand. There's so much wrong with this club. How can you make that decision? Then there's rumors of us looking at Cavani and Jovic. We are not going to sign those strikers. We got Ighalo till January. How can we sign Jovic or Cavani right now? That means that Ighalo's not going to get game time, and we are going to be paying him his wage for nothing because he's not going to get any game time. So we are not going to get Cavani or Jovic, guys. Get that out of your mind. Don't listen to the rumors. That's just paper talk. We are not going to get those guys. So Ighalo, extremely poor performance. Daniel James, extremely poor performance. Brandon Williams, I would say a poor performance because I did not see Brandon Williams. I never see him crossing the ball. I never see him making intelligent passes. I never see him. On the other hand, Delo, I did see Delo. I did see what Delo was bringing to us. I did see Delo get to the byline and whooping across. I did see all that from Delo. I never see of Brandon Williams. So Brandon Williams is another one that should not be playing for Manchester United. He's young. And so because he's young, I'll say that, okay, send him out on loan, let him prove himself there, then come back to us. But currently, right now, he's not ready to be playing for us. So I think it was also a poor performance from him in terms of his attacking threats. Because Brighton are a small team. You need to be bombing forward as a fullback against Brighton. Another performance that for me, but I won't get too much on him, was Donny van de Beek. Donny van de Beek, I think, had a poor performance from the start of the game till about the 70th minute when he gave an assist to Juan Mata. So for the first 70 minutes, Donny van de Beek was poor. He wasn't getting on the ball. He wasn't doing anything. He was playing in the number 10 position, but Juan Mata looked a better number 10 than Donny van de Beek. Now, I don't want to get too much on Donny van de Beek because he's new. He's still acclimatizing to the club, to his surroundings, so I don't want to get too much on him. But that his agent came out recently, and his agent was saying things like he needs to be starting games. Donny van de Beek is not ready to be starting games when he's putting in performances like that. However, after his assist was a very good assist for Juan Mata. That flick for Juan Mata was a very good flick, and he had, after the 70th minutes, after that assist, he had some small moments where you can see what Donny van de Beek is about. So that's what I will say about him. Another player, so they're the standout players for me. Victor Lindelof also. I want to talk about Victor Lindelof. I don't think he done very well today. Yes, they never trouble him much, but I saw some mistakes from him, and I don't know with Victor Lindelof. Same with Harry Maguire. What I will say is Eric Bailly is our best centre-back at Manchester United. He is our best centre-back. He has everything that we want in a centre-back. The only thing about Bailly is that he's injury prone. You can't rely on him. However, when he is fit, he's our best centre-back. I know who I would rather pay 85 million for. I know who I would rather pay that money for. And it's not Maguire. Eric Bailly is our best centre-back. You saw it today, how calm he is. He had a foot race with one of their wingers, and he matched that winger for speed. Any other centre-backs would have lost that race. But Eric Bailly matched that winger for speed. So I really like Eric Bailly. I think it was a good performance from him. So we go into the quarterfinals, guys, and I will say that we have, obviously it depends on who we get, but I will say that we need to win this competition. We need to win this competition. Oli needs to get silverware this season. Last season we got no silverware, and this season that's not good enough. Even if he finishes third this season and no silverware, that's not good enough. We need silverware. Manchester United is all about trophies. Yes, we can't win the Premier League. Yes, we can't win the Champions League, but we need to be winning the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. We made a good start to the Carabao Cup. We're in the quarterfinals. Let's see who we get, but we need to be winning this competition. Another thing, guys, Paul Pogba. Let's talk about Paul Pogba. Because of all the slander Paul Pogba gets. And don't get me wrong, the game against Brighton in the Premier League, Paul Pogba was poor. He was poor. Paul Pogba is my favorite player, but I am able, guys, to separate my feelings from facts. The facts is Paul Pogba was poor in the Premier League against Brighton. However, when he came on now against Brighton in the Carabao Cup, you saw the player Paul Pogba is, and that is because Oli gave him the position. Oli gave him the number 10 position. He had freedom to go forward, freedom to attack the box. He had freedom of movement. That is Paul Pogba's strength, is attacking. It's not defending. Yes, he can defend. Not very good, but he can defend. But his main strength is attacking. That's where we need to see Paul Pogba. Let us never forget that the reason why Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is in a Manchester United job today is because of Paul Pogba. And it's because Ole gave Paul Pogba at that time freedom to go forward. Ole confessed it with his own mouth as well. He said Paul Pogba needs freedom to go forward. Why all of a sudden has that changed? That we play Paul Pogba in a CDM position. He is not a CDM. He will never be a CDM. And we are judging Paul Pogba based on his performances in a role, in a position that's not his position. It's like telling me we put Marcus Rashford on a right wing and let's judge Marcus Rashford. Or put Bruno Fernandes in a CDM role and let's judge Bruno Fernandes. Or put Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the left back position and let's judge him there. It's not fair, guys. But that's what we're doing against Paul Pogba. He's playing in a position that's not his position. He is not a CDM. Paul Pogba is a number 8. He is a box-to-box midfielder. He needs freedom to go and attack the box and go into attacking positions. And you saw that today when he came on. I think he came on in the 78th minute. You saw how good he was because he had freedom to go forward. There was a moment in time when he ran into the box, the low crossed the ball and he met the ball with his head. Yes, it was a good header, but that's what he gives us. When we are playing in the Premier League 4-2-3-1 Paul Pogba CDM, we can't cross the ball because we've got no height. Anthony Martial doesn't give us is not a threat in the air. Marcus Rashford is not a threat in the air. Bruno Fernandes is not a threat in the air. Mason Greenwood is not a threat in the air. We've got one threat in the air from our attacking positions, apart from our defense, and that's Paul Pogba. So Paul Pogba needs freedom, guys, and that's one of the things that I get on Oli is that he knows Paul Pogba's strengths, but he's restricting him so much. So this performance should highlight to all of us that Paul Pogba needs to play in an attacking role. We need to change the formation, go to 4-3-3, play Paul Pogba on the left of a midfield 3 and give him freedom to attack with also responsibility to defend. That's what we need to do. And so that's what we can draw from this game, guys. We can draw some positives from this game in the fact that we put the team to bed. A team like Brighton, all these small teams, that the first goal is crucial. Once you score the first goal, then they have to open up their game and they have to attack you, which leaves spaces for you on the counter, spaces for you to play passes and move around on the pitch. And that first goal is crucial. And once we got that first goal from Scott McTominay, the game was open after that. And that's how come we scored the other two. The game was open and we were creating chances as well. Juan Mata, let's talk about Juan Mata. Man of the match performance. Man of the match performance. Juan Mata is a better number 10 than Donny van de Beek currently. I understand Donny is new. I understand he's new. But currently Juan Mata is a better number 10. You saw that this game. You saw how Juan Mata was dictating the tempo of the game, controlling the game. Excellent performance from Juan Mata. Excellent. That's what we need from him. We need his experience. And so a good performance from Juan Mata. He got fouled for the free kick, I think, and he took the free kick and put it on Scott McTominay's head. Good header from Scott as well. I will give him that, good header. So Juan Mata got a goal and an assist. And his goal was good as well. A good flick from Donny van de Beek, and he took the goal well, also on his weaker foot. Juan Mata took the goal well, man of the match performance. So there is positives that we can draw. The positives is that Eric Bailly is our best centre back. We've seen that. The other positive was Juan Mata can do a job, a very, very good job in the cup competitions when we play in our second string team. Paul Pogba, we can draw a positive from that, in that Paul Pogba needs to be playing further forward. That's where he's best. Paul Pogba is our best attacking player. Do not get that. Is our best attacking midfielder. I understand what Bruno Fernandes does, but Paul Pogba is a better, creates more chances than Bruno Fernandes. Let's be honest. Maybe Bruno will score more goals, not from open play though, penalties. But open play, I always support Pogba to score more goals than Bruno in an attacking role. So that's the positive that we can draw, guys. The low as well, I think the low was okay. I don't think he was bad at all. I think he was okay. I think the low, the only thing the low needs is a coach. The low needs to be coached. But the low has got world-class potential and he's a modern fullback. You see, when he's there by the byline, very few fullback can beat him in crossing the ball. He's extremely good in crossing the ball. He's extremely good when he's attacking his opposition fullback one-on-one. He just needs a coach. He needs an arm around him, and he needs a coach. I don't know if he's going to get that as long as Ollie's there. But those are the positives that we can draw. Another thing also, Henderson. You saw the save that Henderson made. That is a world-class save. And David De Gea needs to be watching his back like never before. The minute David De Gea makes a mistake, you can be sure that Henderson is coming in the sticks. And Henderson is good. Henderson is very good, guys. He's very good. I like David De Gea, but as I'm saying, I have the ability to separate my feelings from the facts. and the facts are Henderson is very good. So we go on to the quarterfinals. Let's just do player ratings very quickly. Henderson, I give Henderson a 7 because of the save he made. Apart from that save, he had nothing to do, but I give him a 7. I give Dello a 6. I think Dello was good. He was good. He was okay. He wasn't bad at all. He was better than Brandon Williams. So I give him a 6. I'll give Eric Bailly a 7. I think he is our best centre back. I give Victor Lindelof a 6. I give Brandon Williams a 5. It's 5 for the simple fact that he never do anything going forward. We are playing Brighton. We are not playing Manchester City. We need to see you going forward. He did not go forward. I'm going to give that boy a 5. Fred, I will give Fred a 6. At the beginning of the game, Fred wasn't good. Fred was passing the ball to Brighton, but he grew into the game and he began to perform okay. I give Fred a 6. I give Scott McTominay a 7 just for the pure fact that he scored the goal. Apart from that, he did not do anything, but he scored the goal, so I'll give him a 7. Juan Mata 8. Man of the match performance from Juan Mata. Donny van der Beek a 6. Very quiet. I know he got the assist. If he did not get that assist, I was going to give him a 5. But I'll give him a 6. Daniel James a 4, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Daniel James a 4. He was our poorest player on the pitch. Daniel James a 4. Odin Igalo a 5. Then the substitutes, I think Marcus Rashford showed sharpness, showed his sharp. I give him a 6, and Paul Pogba a 7. You know, Paul Pogba's free kick, for me, that needs to be an own goal. You all can correct me in the comments, but his free kick was going wide apart from the deflection. So I'll give him a 7 because he did show promise and he did okay. They gave him the goal, I think. So they did. So I'll give him a 7. Who else came on? I think it was just those two that came on. Ollie, I'll give Ollie a 6. I'll give him a 6. You know, there were moments when the substitutes were coming on and McKenna was talking to the substitutes and giving them instructions, and Ollie was there keeping quiet and listening. What manager is that? I don't know. But I won't get on Ollie, guys. We won. It's not the time to get on Ollie. We won. So I'll give Ollie a 6. And yes, guys, let's see what happens against Spurs this weekend. I'll see you on.